Hi guys, I'm Annabelle and welcome to Meeple Village. Today we're going to be doing a full playthrough of the Princess Bride adventure book. In this book we're going to relive the movie, so join me at the table and let's play Princess Bride the adventure book. Alright guys, I have the game almost set up, and setup in this game is really simple. There's a list of things that you need to put out on the board. At the end of the rule book, it specifies chapter by chapter what you need to put out. And for this chapter, we needed to put Buttercup in the farmhouse and Wesley in the barn, and then a chore in the wood, in the well, and in the horse space. And then the rest of the chores was just 6 in total, so 3 on the board and 3 over here in the list of chores. And then we have this star over here where the star symbol is, and the star lets us draw more cards, which is important, as you're going to see as we play the game. So this is our replay token, so if we lose the game we have one more chance. These are our plot cards, and we're going to be reading what happens depending on what plot number we get. So let's go ahead and randomize these, give them a quick shuffle. These are up here are our story cards. Now there are 2 types of story cards. There are the regular story cards, which are these, and then there's special story cards, which look a little different and of course give us special powers. And we usually get those, we get those as rewards for completing challenges, which are here. For this adventure, all of our challenges are here. Now we start the game with 4, and we're going to get more as the game progresses. And then finally, these are the special story cards that I told you about that give us special abilities, and also serve as wilds, because we are looking for some sort of matching set collection in order to complete our goals. And these are the tokens that we're going to use to kind of check out the goals that we have completed. So this is, I didn't want to spoil too much of the story because of the game, because of course as we play through this, it's going to spoil what the first chapter or the first adventure is all about. But it kind of follows the movie. So if you've seen the movie, then you kind of know what the adventure or what all this is about. So this is the first part of the movie. It's called As You Wish. The story so far: Buttercup enjoys nothing more than tormenting the farm boy, whose only reply is, "As you wish." So here are the chapter rules. Important. Chores. During the storytelling phase, the active player may discard a card, one of the cards we have in our hands, to move a chore counter in Wesley's space to the list of chores. So Wesley can complete chores by being in a place where there's a chore and then discarding a card. The chapter is interrupted, or means that if he interrupts, is the boy interrupting and we lose and we need to try it again, if there are no more chore counters remaining in the list of chores when you would need to place a chore on the map. So we always need to have chores here. If we run out of chores here in the list of chores and we need to place one, we would lose the game, although we do get one replay. So the plot table we'll get to when we draw a plot. Don't worry about that. And then our challenges. Now in this particular chapter, it's probably best to go in order. You don't have to. I know the last one usually tells you that you have to, the only way you can complete it is if you have completed all the other challenges in this adventure. But we are going to go in order just because it's going to make it a lot easier for you guys to get used to the game. So As You Wish is the first one. So what do we need to do? It requires there must be 2 or fewer chore counters on the map. So we have 3, so right now we haven't completed it. And Wesley and Buttercup must be in the same space. We gotta get these 2 guys together. And then we'll reward, don't worry about that. When we do it, we'll read what the reward is. In order to do all that, on top of everything you've heard, so have these 2 guys together and have less than, 2? Yeah, fewer than 2 of the chores on the board, we also need to find a red card. Now in my hand right now, I have a red card. It's the love card. It's right here. The heart symbol, same symbol as the requirement for that goal. So what that means is I want to hold on to this one and try not to spend it. Now if I look ahead, I see that I'm going to need more love, and I'm also going to need courage, which I already have. So and then at the end I'm going to need some of this adventure, which I already have. So I have a little bit of everything, but you kind of do want to spend cards, but you're going to see all of that when we go to gameplay. There is a nice reference card outlining what we can do during our turn. The first thing we're going to do is move a single character 0 to 2 spaces, or 2 characters 1 space. So it's important to know that in this game you're not playing as a character. So I'm not Wesley, I'm not Buttercup. No matter how many people are playing the game, we are controlling the story. So anybody can move Wesley, anybody can move Buttercup. You are kind of manipulating the characters to complete the goals. So like I said, the first thing we're going to do is move. I can move one character up to 2 spaces, or move each character 1 space. I'm going to move Wesley 2 spaces because he needs to pick up those, he needs to do chores. So 1, 2, and he's right there with a chore counter. So now that I've moved, I can go to storytelling in any order, discard any number of cards, and move one character 1 space per discarded card. So I can continue to discard cards to move a character. And then I can complete challenges if I have all the stuff that is required. I can play special cards, but right now I still don't have any special story cards. I can trade a single card with any other player, but there's no one else here with me. Or I can use a miracle, which is that star token, to draw 3 cards from the story deck, or 1 card from the special deck. But I don't have any miracles either. So the only thing that it seems that I could do is to move the characters around. However, in this chapter we have a special action, which is chores. During the storytelling phase, which is now, the active player may discard a card to move a chore counter in Wesley's space to the list of chores, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to discard one of my 2 courage cards, and we'll put a discard pile right here to pick up a chore. Okay, and now that I've done that, there is less than 2 or less chores on the board. So I have some of this complete. However, they're not in the same place. I do have my love card ready to go, but these guys need to be in the same place. And even if I spend all my cards, 1, 2, actually, yeah, I wouldn't be able to, because I could move her 1, 2, 3, and then they're together, but that would mean I would have to discard all my cards. Then I wouldn't have the love card that would allow me to complete the goal. So no matter how I do it, I can't complete the goal right now. So with that, then I'm going to end my turn. We'll move on to the next phase. So during we did storytelling, so now we go to number 3, draw 2 cards from the story deck. So I'm just going to draw, and then we're going to move the plot. Discard the top card of the plot deck and refer to the plot table of your chapter. Okay, so first I'm going to draw 2, and I do believe there's a max, you can only hold 7 cards. So I have to be careful with that. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm good. 6 cards actually. That's the next step. Anyways, I drew 2 cards, and then we're going to go to the plot. So we're going to draw from the plot, and we get number 7. And we'll create a discard pile here. Now from 1 to 15, we read this one. Farm Boy. Place a chore counter from the list of chores on the space with the same number as the reveal plot card. So we're going to put a chore on number 7, which is up here. So the chore that we did, we gotta go pick it up again somehow. Okay, and with that we've done draw and plot. So next is discard. If you have more than 6 cards in your hand, discard down to 6. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5, so I'm okay. And we do it all over again. So we go back to the first phase of the game where we can move. I can move 1 character 2 spaces, or each one 1 space. Now Wesley's right here 1 space away from this, so I'm going to move him 1, and I'm going to move her 1. That way they're closer together. Maybe I can get it done this time. Alright, now for storytelling, I can discard cards and move characters, but first I'm going to use the special ability or special action in this particular chapter where I can discard a card to pick up a chore. Now I got a love card, so I have to keep that one in my hand. And I have a courage, so maybe save that. I'm going to need another courage down the line, but I'm also going to need 2 boats. So these really, either one is good. So we'll just go ahead and, what's here, a boat or I don't know, we'll just discard a boat. So I'll discard, it's not a boat, it's adventure, but you know, it looks like a boat. So we'll put this back here. Now, if I want to complete this, I'd have to get them together. And to do that, I would need to discard 2 cards. And I think I will, because if I don't complete this now, this turn, she's just going to give me more chores. And I'm just going to keep running around trying to catch up. So I'll leave my love because I need it. And I'm going to discard, it's not bueno, but I'm going to need to discard 2 to move Wesley, or move her. No, I'll move Wesley, 1, 2, because now he's closer to that chore right there in the wood space. And now that they're together, there must be 2 or fewer counters on the map. There's only 2. Wesley and Buttercup must be in the same space. They are. And I spend my love for her. And then the reward is I draw 1 card from the special deck. So there it is. And I get everybody moved. My special power is you may move each character 1 space. Excuse me, pardon me, senor. It's important. Physic, please. So this also serves as a wild. So it could be love, it could be courage, it could be adventure, it could be any other cards we need. So if I don't need to use it for the special power, I can always discard it as a wild card to complete a goal. Okay, so I'm going to keep that one. And now I'm done with storytelling, unless I want to move them. But I don't want to discard the 1 card that I have. That is, because I can move him next turn. And let's see before we continue. I know we're still in the storytelling. What is our next? Oh, by the way, we finished this objective, so we can cover that up. We don't need to do that anymore. Now we're going down to true love. Requires Wesley and Buttercup must be in the barn. I need to move them both over here. And then, yeah, that's it. And then we need 2 loves and 1 courage. So far we have 2 out of 3, because this can be a wild. All right, so I'm done with my storytelling. Now I'm going to draw. I'm going to get 2 cards. Yeah, I got an adventure, which is great. This doesn't really help me. And then after we draw, we go to plot. So let's see. 11. So it's pretty much the same. Place a chore counter on number 11. So here we go, more chores for Wesley. And after that I have to discard, but if I have more than 6 cards, but I only have 4. So we move on to the next one. I'm going to go ahead and move everybody 1 here, and 1 there. And the reason why I'm still kind of getting Wesley to pick up chores is because, remember, if we run out of chores in the list of chores and have to place another one, we lose the game. So I need to keep that up. And in the meantime, I'll move Buttercup towards the barn because she's not doing much. I can also bring her over here to pick up this miracle so I can draw more cards. So that's also an option. Well, I'm going to go ahead during storytelling and discard my revenge, which I don't need for any of my goals, to get rid of this chore token. And do I want to move? I don't know that I want to move. I would love to have more cards. I would need to discard 2 cards. I would hate to discard my courage. So I'm just going to wait, and I'm going to end up my storytelling, and I will go ahead and move to the next step where I draw. And I got another adventure card. Intrigue doesn't help me. And then we go to the plot, and it's 14, so we know the drill. I'm going to put this, well, at least they're kind of together. I like when they're together because then I can maybe pick up more than 1 a turn to be able to then not pick up some for a while. Alright, so I did that. Then I would discard if I had more than 6, but I'm still only at 5. So go back to moving, and let's see. I wish she would pick up chores, but I don't, she does not. 1, 2 is the best that I can do. Or I can do 1, 2 and come down here. I'm tempted to do that to get more cards, so I will. 1, 2, that's going to be it. And then this we pick up automatically. And here's the thing, I can do 2 things. I can spend it whenever I want during this adventure, or I can hold on to it and keep it for another chapter, because in this game what happens is it's kind of like a campaign game in a way, where things that happen here will affect how well you do during the other chapters. Because, for example, our rewards, the special card, when I use it and I discard it, I don't discard it to the special deck. I discard it to the regular story deck, and it becomes part of my deck for later adventures. I might pick it up during another adventure because this we're gonna shuffle at the beginning of every adventure, so I get to keep that card. So it's really good to maybe use this to get another wild, or maybe you want 3 cards, because remember, it's either 3 regular story cards or 1 special card. But right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I don't want any more cards into my hand right now. They're all far away, which is also a problem. See, here's the thing. I know that I have 5. I can only have up to 6, so I'm going to have to discard. So I don't want to discard without using cards, so I might as well use them. So I'm going to go ahead and discard one of my intrigue card that doesn't help me to move Wesley 1 space. And see, this is like so perfect here that I hate to break it. But let's see, now I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I was only at 5, so yeah, no. So I'm gonna draw 2 and I'll be at my max, so that's okay. We'll stop there, see what happens. Next turn he can move 1, 2 here or 1, 2 up there and pick up those. So in the meantime, we'll finish our storytelling and we'll draw 2, and we got 2 that we don't need, so we can use them to move around the board. And then we go to plot, and we're at number 2, so we're gonna put that chore up here at number 2. And then we would move to discard, but I already checked that I only have 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Imagine if I would have miscounted after all of that math that I just did in my out loud and a second ago. All right, so we go back to move, and like I said, I'm going to move Wesley 1, 2 because I want to clear more than 1 of these. So I'll discard during my storytelling. I'll discard revenge to pick up a chore. Then I'm going to discard intrigue to move 1 space. And now that I'm there, I think I'm going to get rid of one of my adventure to put that there. And if I would have to discard 2 cards to clear that last one. So I think I'm going to stop. I'm going to draw 2 cards. And I got love, which I need, perfect, and I got courage, which I need. So now I have an extra courage. I have love and courage. So I have all 3 cards that I need here. And I have these 2 to spare, because this could be a while. So it's good to know. And after I draw, we go to plot, and it's 12. So we're going to put a chore here on 12. Okay, not too far, that's not bad. And then I would discard if I had more than 6, but I have 5. Okay, we go back and we move. And this time I'm only going to move everybody. I'm going to move everybody 1. 1 here and 1 here. She's getting closer. And then we're going to discard. Which ones did I have that were extra? I need love, I need courage, and I need this one. Okay, so I have these extras. So I'll discard a courage to pick that up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I should be fine. Could also just discard this one to move a little bit more. 1, 2. But I'm 2 away from that last chore. I think I'm okay. We'll leave it like that. And I'm the only player, so I might as well just leave the cards wide open. Okay, so I got another courage and intrigue. Then we'll go to plot. Okay, another chore on number 6, all the way up here. All right, and then I would have to discard if I have more than 6, but I don't. All right, so let's move. Well, let's see. 1 and 2, and then we'll discard an intrigue to clean up the chore. We will discard. Oops, not here. Why is this? This is in the wrong place. Okay, I will discard a card to move her there, and I don't have enough to make it. So I'll just save these, because I don't. If I had 2 extra ones, I will make it, and we could complete this one. But all right. So after my storytelling is done, but at least she's there. Although, who knows? There is a plot card that moves her. I forgot about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have all the love I'm ever gonna need. Okay, and then it's a 4. Okay, not a big deal. 4 just means go down here. And I still have this one that I can use. I'm not gonna play the other chapter, so I might as well use it at some point, right? And the reason why I won't play the other chapters is because I don't want to spoil the whole game for you, but this gives you an idea of how the game plays. Of course, every chapter is completely different because it's a different story, but you always do the same thing. You move, you do your storytelling, you draw, but there are special rules that change depending on what chapter you're playing. Anyways, before I lose my place, I did plot. I'm not going to discard because I'm good, so we get to move. And I'm just going to do it. 1, 2, I'll move Wesley over there, and I will prove that I have everything I need. Now, since I got more love, I'm not going to discard my special card. These 3 are exactly what I need, so that's that. And then did I complete every other requirement? Wesley and Buttercup must be in the barn. Yes, they are. And then draw 1 card from the special deck. So special deck it is, and we get a wild card. And this one doesn't have any special powers, it's just straight up a wild card. This card can be used as any type of story card. But with these 2 and this adventure, we have everything we need as far as cards to complete the last goal, which we're going to read right now to see what we have to do. So requirements. Buttercup must be in the barn. She already is. Perfect. And Wesley on the to fortune space, just down here, to fortune. And you must have completed all other challenges, which we did. So I have the correct cards, but Buttercup is in the barn. I just gotta move Wesley. Go, go, go. All right, so let's go ahead and we finished the challenge, so I'm done with storytelling. Let's pick up 2 cards. Okay, and a plot. The plot thickens. It's number 10. So, and we have only 2 left. So I need to kind of worry about that on my way to fortune. All right, and I would discard, but I have enough. So Buttercup, you stay put. We'll go back to move. I'm going to definitely move Wesley. 1, 2. And I need to make sure this doesn't happen. So we'll discard 1 to move. We'll discard 1 to pick it up, so that we're staying on top of it. And we'll discard love to move. We're almost to fortune. We've got the cards we need. I wonder if I did that, and I shouldn't have, and I could have gotten to fortune. I could have finished, but I'm not going to take it back. I decided to play cautiously and pick up that chore. Probably if I would have an extra card, and I would have been able to move to fortune and win. Drats. Okay, but let's see. I finished storytelling, and there's 2 revenge that I don't need, so hopefully next turn I should be okay. It all depends on this card. And it's a 9, so we're good. See, the reason why I say that is because if we would have gotten any cards from 16 to 20, which the chances are, of course, less. There's less cards from 16 to 20 than from 1 to 15. We would have had to resolve, fetch me that picture, move Buttercup to Wesley's space, then draw and resolve another plot card. So she would have gotten out of that barn, and I need her in there. But no, we got a 9, so all we do is put another chore, and it's actually right there with us, but we don't care about that right now. We're going to finish this. So for the move action, I'm going to move here to fortune, and then why not, I'll pick 1 up. I don't have to. But since I'm here and I have extra cards, I'm just going to overwin. There's no such thing as overwinning. But then Buttercup must be in the barn, and Wesley on the to fortune. They are. You must have completed all of the challenges. We did, and then we have an adventure and 2 wild cards. So, and like I said, these go here in this discard pile, which means that for next chapter, we're going to shuffle all the ones that we have in our hand, all the ones that are in the discard pile, and make a new deck here. This deck stays the same. This deck, we don't even have to shuffle it, and this deck gets shuffled. And I didn't even use my this token, which means that I can keep this one for my next adventure and use it when I really need it. But that's it. That's a full run through of the Princess Bride adventure book. Well guys, there you have it. That was a full run through of the Princess Bride, the adventure book game. Hope you enjoyed it. I think it's really clever how they recreate the movie in a game format, and it makes you feel like you're living through the movie, or at least having some choices and really affecting what's going on in the game, and kind of seeing the movie play out at the same time. So I really do enjoy this game. I played through all of the chapters, and it really immerses you. I actually watched the movie again just because I was having so much fun with the game. So just to remind myself of all the stuff that happened in the classic. If you haven't seen The Princess Bride, then go watch it. It's a really cute movie. Um, Also, if you haven't already, join us on Twitter and Instagram so you can see what's going on here at Meeple Village. Join the village, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on the next video. But until then, may you play more games.